Katmon, locally called bolobayaua, belongs to a family of flowering plants that grow in low to medium altitude forests. The tree is endemic to the Philippines and it can be found on various islands in the country from Luzon to Mindanao. It's an evergreen tree that grows as tall as 15 meters. The trunk is erect and is usually used as timber. A red dye is also obtained from the bark. Katmon fruits are also known as elephant apples. Are taste like green apples and are usually used as souring agent in most Filipino dishes because of its juiciness and acidity. They're also used for jams, and the juice is made into a drink to treat coughs and fevers. Katmon fruit is not sold commercially in the market. However, the tree can be used for urban greening or reforestation. The trees are considered threatened because they have been cut down to be used as timber to build houses or even boats. If lost, a traditional flavor of the Philippines and an important component of the local culinary tradition will be lost as well.
Was called Catmon. And Bing Bing, Aurora Perez was saying that it is actually one of the Ark of Tastes. So we found a tree in a private land,
How do you know if it's ripe now?
and it has layers. This is actually not this is the last layer, but if you open it, there's one layer that looks like lychee, and then you open that, and it has this thick pink thing, and then you open that, and then this one's inside.
Ay, tambal sa hilana.
Sa
Ikaw,
fever,
Because
Fever. Cure for
of the sour flavor, it's vitamin C, and for fever.
Hi, I'm Ronald Vellavelez of Slow Food Sugbo. I run a private fine dining place in a test kitchen serving progressive Cebuano cuisine. It's my pleasure to be part of Terra Madre 2020, our food, our planet, our future. I'm here to demonstrate the simplest way to make a Katmon Cider. We have, of course, the Katmon fruit, about 200 grams, and 500 grams of water, and cloves, brown sugar, Cebu cinnamon, another Ark of Taste ingredient, allspice, and nutmeg, ground nutmeg and ground allspice. So 200 grams of Katmon, and why it's a good alternative to apple cider, because Katmon, the fruit, it tastes almost similar to green apple, and so it's a local version of your apple cider. A couple of grams of cloves, and a stick of Cebu cinnamon, a dash of ground nutmeg, just to give it some aroma and flavor also. Ground allspice, and 75 grams of brown sugar if you want, all in one pot. And you can use all of your 500 gram water or just enough, and boil it and let it cook and simmer and let all the flavors and the aromas infuse into the mixture. the Katmon vinegar. We only need just 3 ingredients to make our Katmon vinegar. And it's so basic, and because we let the nature takes its course in making the vinegar. So we have here 100 grams of Katmon fruit, the jar, and don't use plastic jars or aluminum jars. It's safer to use a glass jar, a glass bottle. And just fill this bottle up with water. And to do the fermentation process, you don't need actually to be very clean, because you need some bacteria and germs from the air to work on the mixture and to do the fermentation process. And just about 5 grams or a teaspoon of brown sugar. Stir it in, mix it well. Cover it with a piece of muslin cloth. And you store this in a warm and dark place. Usually, ideally, it should be at room temperature, about 27 degrees Celsius. And you let the fermentation take place for 3 to 7 weeks, and you'll have a Katmon cider vinegar. Sorry. Okay, you can set it aside, let the fermentation take place for 3 to 7 weeks, or even more if you want a mature vinegar, cider vinegar. And every single day you have to stir the mixture at least once a day, and you can skim off all scum if you find some on the surface of the mixture, and stir it every day for at least 5 to 7 days. This is ready for fermentation, and we let the natural environment do the fermentation. After 7 weeks of fermentation, you take out the bottle from where you're hiding your vinegar, and you strain the mixture, so you take out all the scum and all the fermented Katmon fruit. You can compose them, or so you won't waste your material, your ingredient, until you get a very clear vinegar. Here are finished product of the Katmon cider vinegar, and this has been aging for almost a year already. We started this one in January of 2020. This is how it looks. There you have it. Thank you. Yes. Na siya murag tannin. It's you have a very pleasant, citrusy, sweet, tangy, spicy Katmon cider, because you have all the notes from the spices and the cinnamon we use, and of course, we use more sugar with the cider, and the vinegar after aging it for 9 months, you get the a hint of bitterness and sour, and a little bit of sweetness to it.